radio. Shout it.
Oh,
Sammy Sam the Hitman. How did you discover him and how did y'all link up with him?
Okay, so Sammy Sam the Hitman, this was before the record company and stuff. I used to, stop and grind in Mechanicsville.
Yeah.
And Sam from Mechanicsville. So, man, Sam would come to the trap, man, and literally, man, just rap for hours. Mm-hmm. Just rap, man. He was like the neighborhood rapping king over there.
Yeah.
He can freestyle, man. Sam can look at your shirt, man, and just go in, man.
Yeah.
Before you know it, he done rap 10 minutes about your clothes, your hair, everything. But he be snapping, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he was like a neighborhood star as a rapper over there, man. And he used to just come around there, man. We'll get towed up, man. That joker get to rapping, man. He just rap. Then what got me was I had a 65 convertible Cadillac. Nice, clean as all get out. And this joker made a song about my Cadillac. And that shit was fire, yo. I bumped it, man. And from there, it's when I started getting interested in him as an artist.
When them singles started dropping and they started setting the city on fire, how did you feel as an independent label, riding with some killers and stuff like that, going all the way up through there? And then you seeing the impact that y'all had in the clubs, too, with a lot of the DJs being club DJs at the same time.
Well, so Sam went to prison, got out of prison, we recorded an EP on him, and he had a hot song on that EP, which was called 1-on-1, 2-on-2, Cocaine on My Brain, About to Drive Me Insane. It was like a street record. Like, people were bumping it. DJ was getting it for us to put on their mixtapes and stuff. So from that EP, he went back to jail. Got out of jail, and then that's when we recorded the Rhyme with Some Players song, and then I ended up putting that out. And actually, that record, that song was the beginning of acknowledgement and success for Big Oomp Records, the record label side.
Yeah.
Which Ride With Some Players was because he got hot in the streets, and then I was able to go take it to the radio. That was my first record in rotation.
Yes, sir.
And shoot, man, that was the birth really of Big Oomp Records.
How did that feel, though, man, when you realized that you was able to have your way and do it your way at the same time without having to go through the majors?
Well, at that time, man, honestly, I was so mentally street grinded to I didn't even understand about majors, New York, LA. That wasn't even in I had my own money. For some reason, maybe it was an ego thing that I don't need these jokers' money,
Yeah.
So I never pursued like Ludacris them. They ain't had no money. So they got a record. They had to go get most of all them dudes back then, they ain't have money, street money. So they had to get a record going and go get a deal.
Yeah.
I had money, so I ain't looking for no help. Nobody, So I grinded out myself. I went around, moved around myself, pushed my way up through all the doors. And if I would have knew, honestly, back right then, when I first got that record, how that I can take a deal and still blow up, I would have did it right then. It took me maybe some months later after, because I did do a deal with the song. I did get a deal, but Interscope came to me and wanted to sign Sammy Sam.
Yeah.
When the record first hit radio, it was popping, man. That shit was popping. And Interscope called me to sign Sam, but at that time, you had Cash Money, No Limit, the Big Clicks, Rough Ride, they was clicks.
Yeah.
And all I was like, man, we the Oomp Camp. We the hottest clique in the city. Ain't nobody hotter than us in the city right now. I was like, I don't want to break my clique up. So I'm telling the folks from Interscope, you got to sign all of this. Not understanding, like Cash Money signed Juvenile one end, then got the next one in, then got the next one in, but it made the picture look like it was all of them.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that. Bam. I supposed to sign Sam, made all of us look like the Oomp Camp, with Sammy Sam being the forefront.
Exactly.
I was like, you ain't signed Intoxicated and Loco, then we're a group, we're a family. You got to sign all of this. Well, I didn't know that that ain't how it go. You know what I mean? I thought, you sign all the cash money, y'all sign all the no limit. Like in my mind, I'm thinking that's how it goes. So if you ain't try to sign intoxicated loco, then we ain't got no deal.
My God.
So I blew that whole situation with Interscope. Then I came back and ended up doing a deal with a label called Platinum Records with Sammy Sam. That's who put out Ride With Some Players, all the way.
Yeah.
That's what took it to the label.
Another person, Baby D, man. What was it like when you found the young Baby D out here in these streets and you put him in the game and he went on to go on his legendary run as well?
East Side?
Yeah, so Baby D from the East Side. Yeah, Baby D from the East Side. Baby D was super young.
See, that's that East Side, West Side song. You gonna get us fighting this thing. West Side be on this thing, man. Don't get me started.
Hey, baby, Bob, we East California. What's that?
Yeah, so Baby D, he was young when he first came around. And actually, Jelly found Baby D.
Yeah.
That's how Baby D came around us. Baby D used to be with a group called the City Boys. Mm-hmm. I don't know what they is. I think one
City Boys, I want to say they was out of Bankhead. You talking about Lamar?
Lamar, yeah.
Lamar. They were from Bowen Home.
Yeah.
Yeah, City Boys. They were Lamar. Them.
City Boys. Baby D, Baby D was in a group called City Boys when we first met him. And they were signed to a production company called Twin Productions. I don't even know what they is. They remember Twin Productions?
Twin Productions.
Just do all the sounds and stuff.
Yep.
So, and that's how Baby D was discovered through Jelly. And then I think Jelly started dealing with him. Jelly was attracted to Baby D appearance, his work ethic. He was like he was a star.
Yeah.
And Jelly got hold to him, brought him in, and then we just started working with Baby D, man. And then, actually, Baby D ended up having probably, believe it or not, Baby D got still two of the biggest records in Atlanta to this day.
Mm-hmm.
ATL,
that's true.
Everybody holler. I just was watching. I don't care what you watch. You gonna hear somebody holler ATL.
Exactly.
That's us.
In their songs.
To this
You
day.
talking about a big impactful record? Oh my goodness.
ATL is still one of the biggest sounding, said out your mouth songs to this day, but that's how it was on.
That's right.
And man, Baby D, when we dropped East Side versus West Side, I swear to God, man,
that changed the game. That changed the game.
Did y'all monetize ATL Ho? Because you got T-shirts and everybody. Did y'all monetize it?
No.
Oh Lord.
No.
No.
Everybody, ATL, that's how I was song too.
Talk about that East Side, West Side song and how that impacted the label. Because for me, at that time, that was right around the time I was hitting the club myself. And I mean, first of all, Monte was DJing in the club. Jelly was DJing in the club. So you was going to get a healthy dose of Oomp count every night you went into the club. But then the songs that they were playing was hard as hell. So what was that like when y'all had the streets on lock from the stores to the clubs at the same damn time and the radio?
And the TV, we had a TV show.
Sure did.
Oomp Count Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
stay up and wait for that, boy.
Exactly.
Good God, boy, they be sleeping. Like, man, I gotta watch these. Man, come on, man.
We got plenty of them juggle videos back.
Back
then, that's how you had to hit.
Yeah.
Don't know where to hear that stuff.
Who beat me down? That's what I told him. I put some money in his pocket now. He ain't let me sit in here for no reason.
But back to that East Side, West Side, and y'all just having it on lock. What was that feeling like? And then how did you feel when you saw that song just tear the damn clubs up?
Man, it was a good feeling, man, to know we put in that work and to see that we really got 2,000-3,000 people jumping.
Yeah.
Man, the bounce, man, be 2,000 people now, man. That song come on, man, from front to back, from side to side. Everybody got
exactly.
their hand up, man.
Exactly.
But that was like that in all the clubs when that song came out, man. It was a big song. Felt good to move around at the time. You know, back then we was pots it up. We moved 20 deep.
Yeah.
And man, clubs respected us. So, man, it was good times, bro.
Exactly. When we think about other songs, I'm about to jump around a little bit. We jump when you feel like it, but DJ Oomp, when that boy went all the way up through there with his singles, you got Monte producing, but that thing went #1 independent.
Yeah, it went #1 all over the country. It's #1 record.
What was that feeling like?
Man, it was huge, bro. Like, shoot, man, I didn't see it. You know, we could. When you inside working, man, and you working every day for it to grow, you really don't get a chance to see it, man. Honestly, you just know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just know the next day you got to do some more work.
Yeah.
And the next day you got, you know what I'm saying? You don't even, like for me, I never even got a chance to even get those feelings of none of this stuff, man, because I was waking up every morning trying to make it better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My mind was like, I got to get this done today. And the next morning, we got to get this done today. It was just making our stuff grow. But when you busting your butt, it's like, for me, I ain't get a chance to sit back. It's like you water flower. Then by the time you turn these pretty colors, you don't water it so much. You got to stand back and just look at that thing like, God, this is a pretty flower.
Yeah.
But if you don't do just water, every morning you get up, you water it, you keep it going, you don't need to pay attention to it like that.
So, at what point of your career do you feel like you got the time to smell the roses and actually recognize your accomplishments yourself, though? Or do you just say, you know what, I'm looking for something else to do all the damn
I
time?
ain't got there yet, bro. It's crazy to say. I'm still hustling, man. My day ain't gonna come, and I don't even know now, really, honestly, how this day will come for me now, because in the last 6, 7, 8 years, my passion has been nothing but to create film and TV. So that's been my last passion the last few years, which we produced the Keisha Cole show that came on October of last year on BET, not in COVID season, but the year before.
Yeah.
But it's like, with COVID done came, like all the last year, dude, I thought that I would probably at least have 6 shows on TV. But COVID hit first of the year, and it killed everything that we had planned as far as TV and film. Because my whole next movement was TV and film.
Yeah.
Like, I done said everything. I done did a lot of all the accomplishments and most of the stuff. Still want to make money out of that stuff.
Yeah.
But my next thing for me personally to get what you just asked me was to see me a movie that we go pay our $8 and sit down in the theaters, and I did that right there.
Exactly.
That was my last big passion and dream. But now that COVID and the theaters shut down, I don't know if that's the dream I'm dwelling on no more.
I feel
you know
that.
What I mean? I got to probably set something new, and hopefully, things open back up to where I can really get the stuff that I was trying to accomplish last year. Hopefully, I can get it going this year.
Oomp, I want to get in here, man. You know, I'm from the streets, man, and a lot of people hitting my phone right now. We're going to get down to the get down. One, is it true that you had Pastor Troy? Was Pastor Troy on your label? Was he on Oomp at one point?
No. So Pastor Troy, when he first hit with that We Read His song, we had the record stores at the time. And at that time, it was hard for you to get your independent music into the chain stores. Turtle, I'm saying, what is it? Turtle. All them type of stores. They wouldn't accept that independent music. Excuse me. I think the only one you probably could go to back then was probably Peppermints. And Rico was there, and he kind of had an understanding with the street people, people like us who trying to make it happen. Rico Brooks, shout out to Rico. And I think Rico was the only one really at that time that was trying to help independence, if I can remember. I don't want to leave nobody out like that. But Pastor Troy came out with that CD, and he was signed to a lady down there. I think it was Four Corner Records, lady named Candy, I want to believe, out of Augusta. She the one that had, I don't know if Pastor Troy was signed. Pastor Troy wasn't signed to her. He was signed to Gene Griffin.
He was trying to sign to Gene.
Gene Griffin.
Okay.
And that lady was the first one that started distributing that first Pastor Troy album. And I was the first one that bought 100 CDs and brought it to Atlanta. Put it in all my stores.
Okay.
That's how that CD got out here.
And I asked you that question because famously, there was a beef between Pastor Troy and Sammy Sam. They had the city on fire. I was actually there with
grow
Troy.
my beard.
I was actually there with Troy because I did a song with Sam, and I had done a lot of stuff with DSGB, the rapper King of the Hill. My question is, and to the city, during that whole thing, what was your stance? Because nobody heard from Big Oomp. I always kind of wondered, what is Big Oomp thinking that both of them kind of going at it, and he kind of molded both of them, and you were responsible for both of them career in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, Pastor
tell us what were you thinking at the time?
By that time, when they started beefing, Sam, I didn't think Sam was with me.
Oh, Sam wasn't with you at the time?
Well, he ain't with me when they started beefing.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's why you kind of silent on it.
Yeah, I wasn't never involved with it, because if I was involved, I would have never probably let it happen.
Let it happen, right.
Pastor Troy been down with us from day one.
From day one.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He could have been a big artist, probably.
Absolutely.
So,
a lot of people think he was.
Yeah.
Because
I was the first one that put the support behind Pastor Troy when he first came out. Like I said, I brought the app. Then we put him on the ATL hole. That record became, like I say, people still out of ATL hole. That record was a monster record.